Welcome, our dear students of grade 5. Today, we'll explain a new story. It's a talk with an astronaut. Before we explain the story, we have to know what is the genre of the story. And we said genre means the type of the story or the kind of the story. We know that we have many kinds of stories like fiction, non-fiction, expository. Okay, so what is the genre of the story? It is an expository text. Okay, what is the meaning of expository text? An expository text can tell about real people and events. So, in expository stories or text, you have to tell facts. You have to talk about real people. Let's study the vocab of our story. The first word, it's accomplishment. And accomplishments, it means things have been done with knowledge, skill, or ability. And it has another meaning, it's achievement. Example, they were proud of their children's achievements. Means the parents were proud of their children's actions or the things that they could do. Focus. Focus means the central point of attraction, attention, or activity. So, many times the teacher tells you to pay attention means to focus on your work. Example, each exercise focuses on a different grammar point. Gravity. And gravity, I think you studied this word in science. So gravity means the natural force that causes objects to move toward the center of the earth. Example, Newton's law of gravity. And because of gravity, we can walk in the ground. We don't fly. As a human being, we don't fly. Monitors. And monitors means screens connected to a computer which show information and instruction. Example, I have a laptop with 15-inch monitor. So, screen, like TV screen, laptop screen. Role. Role means a part played by a person in real life. The role of the teacher in the class is so great. So the teacher is playing a great role. And say, my role in the team to organize. Specific means definite, particular, certain. I gave you specific instruction. Okay, let's answer this exercise. Okay, the first word, monitors. What is the meaning of monitors? If you go, it's computer screens. So monitors, it's computer screens. The second word, role. Okay, it's a part played in real life. So role, part played in real life. Number 3, gravity. Yes, it's the force that keep us walk on the ground. So gravity It's gravity, the force that causes objects to move or tend to move toward the center of the earth. Accomplishment, an accomplishment, achievement. So accomplishment, it's achievement. Specific means certain or definite. So specific, it's definite. To go to number 6, what gets the most attention? To pay attention, it's what? Focus. Number 7, this keeps our feet on the ground. We don't fly. Something that attracts us to the ground, it's gravity. Number 8, they show information. Yes, the screens or the monitors. Number 9, things you can successfully complete. When you complete something, it's accomplishment. Number 10, not just anything, it's specific. Let's go to the summary of the story. In our story, a 5th grade student will make an interview with an astronaut. Her name is Ellen Ochoa. So Ellen Ochoa is the first Hispanic, and Hispanic means a person who can speak Spanish or who lived in Latin America and came or traveled to live in the United States. So Ellen Ochoa is the first Hispanic American woman to fly into space. Her father's family was Mexican. She believes it's important for children to have role models. And what is the meaning of role models? Role models means to take someone and you try to copy him. So if your father is a doctor and you take him as a role model, so you want to be a doctor like him in the future. Her mother was a role model for her. Her mother started college while she had 5 children, but her focus was on enjoying what she was learning. Ellen Ochoa didn't want to be an astronaut at the beginning. She majored in 5 different things, including music, business, and physics. She started to train with NASA. And you will ask me, Mister, what is NASA? NASA, it's a space station. It's a place where the scientists meet and they train to go and travel to the space or to the moon. So she started to train with NASA in 1990. There, in NASA station, she learned to deal with things that can go wrong on a space mission. She worked with a robot arm and she had to use special monitors to help her see what the robot arm was doing. Ellen says that floating in zero gravity is really fun. It's something like swimming. So if you don't have gravity or the gravity is zero, so you will fly like swimming. Let's go. How can astronauts live there in the space? Astronauts sleep in sleeping bags. And how can they eat? They eat freeze-dried food. How can they communicate with their families? They can email their families, and they can have a video conference as well. Now, the fifth grade student will ask some question for Ellen Achua, and she will answer. The first question: what are your Hispanic roots? Did you speak Spanish at home? Ellen: my Hispanic roots came from my father's side. His parents were Mexican. My father didn't speak Spanish with us at home. Fifth grade students, does your being Hispanic American put any pressure? And pressure means what? We studied air pressure in science, and pressure, when you have a lot of work and you have to do many things, we can call it pressure. So, does your being Hispanic American put any pressure on you? Ellen: I don't believe being Hispanic American puts any pressure on me. Fifth grade students, do you think it's important for the children to have a role model? Ellen: I think it's important for children to have a role model to see what they can grow up to be. Fifth grade student, who do you think was the most influential person in your life? Ellen: my mother influenced me the most. Fifth grade students, what were you interested in when you were in the fifth grade? Ellen: I wanted to be a president, but in college I changed my major 5 times. Fifth grade students, why did you want to go into space? Ellen: because when I was growing up, there were no female astronauts. It wasn't until the first 6 female astronauts were selected in 1978 that women could even think of it as a possible career path. Fifth grade students, what is it like to operate a robot arm in space? Ellen: it's challenging to do, but lots of fun. On my last mission to the space station, I worked with the help of cameras and monitors. Fifth grade students, what is NASA training like? Ellen: in training, we prepare for anything that could happen on a space mission. For my last mission, we trained for 9 months before the actual flight. Thank you for part 1 of the story. Until we meet in the part 2, see you.